Hi, I'm Shifra, and today is Sunday, January 15th, and it is a very portentous day in the unfolding of what Kabbalah and Torah call Geula, Geula, which is the era of heaven on earth, of the final maturation of the soul within the human body and human mind and heart, a world of divinity completely revealed. So this day is portentous because there's a prophecy being fulfilled in such a blatant and obvious way that it's unmistakable. Right here, I want to warn you that if you are not spiritually inclined, you probably won't want to listen to this because, what does prophecy have to do with anything anyway? But if you are, hang on to your seat. So today, 70 nations, according to Reuters News, will be meeting in Paris for the purpose of deciding the fate of Israel. Now, backing up, this process of Geula, which again will result in an absolute revelation of the divine presence, divine love, divine purpose, divine consciousness in every aspect of our lives, our bodies, our world, a world where physical and spiritual are no longer separate. So this revelation is brought about in its final stage through a very mysterious process, actually a war known as Gog and Magog. This war, we are taught, does not have to be fought physically, although it certainly may, but it can also be fought politically and or spiritually, which means in our consciousness. So the key features of Gog and Magog, although it's very mysterious, are number one, that it will result in an unmistakable, irrevocable revelation of the divine presence, divine purpose, divine goodness and love in every single aspect of our lives, of our personal events, of cosmic events, and of the very physicality of the world. This is the target. We're not going anywhere. God is going to be revealed right here, and right here, and right here. So Gog and Magog will result in that. And the other thing that we do know for certain about Gog and Magog is that its focus is that 70 nations, I'm not making this up, 70 nations will unite to try to take Jerusalem away from the Jews. This is happening. It could not be clearer. It's written about in the newspapers and the media online. Unbelievable. Now, here's another piece. One of the greatest Kabbalists of all time, greatest masters known as the Arizal, writes that in the final days, in the final generation, all of the people who were present in the time of the Exodus and all of the leaders who conquered Jerusalem throughout the ages in order to rule it, and there were many, will all be reincarnated. We'll be here now for the final show. So if you're here now, you can be pretty sure that it's as part of that unfolding. So it says in the Zohar that's the princes of 70 nations who are the reincarnations of those conquerors throughout the ages, will unite, will arouse the masses, and will come up against Jerusalem, to battle against Jerusalem and to battle against God. And it says that God will sit in the heavens and laugh and mock them because they will not succeed, and that in fact they will be wiped from the face of the earth. Now I know this isn't politically correct, and again I'm going to repeat that this war does not have to play itself out physically, and also that when this final stage is complete, there won't even be any such thing as death. So everyone who is a decent human being will come back in their body, but not with the planned obsolescence that the body entails right now, but living forever in a transformed physical body, in a transformed physical world, whose source is totally, completely, and utterly revealed. Since that's the goal, and here's the message that I want to leave you with. It's a little bit subtle, but I'll try to make it clear. When we have a prophecy, or in this case, many prophecies that describe a situation, there are many ways that those prophecies can unfold. The bottom line is that the goal, the destined purpose of all of these prophesied events must come true in actuality. So that's why it's possible for a prophecy to unfold not necessarily physically, but on a spiritual level. If we can bring into ourselves and into one another, into our environment, the people that we're connected with, our sphere of influence, if we can bring this awareness of the prophecy fulfilled. In other words, that God is present in all of these events, that that God is driving things to a beautiful, beautiful conclusion, then we can have a huge amount of influence on the way that these things unfold. Let's open, let's learn, let's internalize, let's share, let's pray, let's live with miracles. And that's my message for today. I believe that that's the major divine message for today. But once again, spiritual and physical, it's their separateness. Our perception of their separateness represents a very immature state in human evolution and maturation. We need to see not that spirituality means floating above um, the ground, the news, the politics, and not that politics means something anti-spiritual, but rather that the divine hand and the divine purpose is present in and driving all of these things. We need to weave them together, first in our awareness, then in our thoughts, speech, and actions, in what we share, in how we live. And that, I believe, and I pray, will raise everything up so that we don't have to endure any more physical wars. There's so much potential here. It's all good. Let's bring that out in reality. And that's my message for today. I hope to be back with you soon. Love and blessings from Jerusalem. And may the Gula unfold in the most glorious, peaceful, magnificent ways.